Hi, welcome to Raw Math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on multiplying fractions. So the thing about a fraction is division that hasn't been divided out. 2 doesn't divide evenly into 1, and mathematicians are inherently lazy, and we would like to not have to go to decimal. Decimal often means error, and error is a whole field of study that we don't want to get into. So fractions are simpler because they are exact. Now, because multiplication and division are inverse operators, anything that deals with multiplication and division, so fractions and multiplying and fractions and division, is pretty seamless. All you need to do is multiply your numerators, 1 times 3, multiply your denominators, 2 times 4, and we get 3 over 8. Now, we have to reduce our fractions, and of course that fraction doesn't reduce because 3 doesn't go into 8. We also could have reduced earlier, and what I mean by that is anything in the numerator can reduce any number in the denominator. So if 4 went into 9, we could reduce our individual fraction, which sometimes happens. 4 doesn't go into 9. However, 4 and 8 can be reduced. We can divide them both by 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And what I've done is I've pre-reduced my fraction. Now I have in the numerators 1 times 5, and in the denominators I have 9 times 2. So my final answer is going to be 5 over 18. Always check to make sure it isn't reducible. Sometimes I get to this point and I realize I didn't reduce everything from the initial problem. 5 does not go into 18. We're good. So for my last one, a really common mistake I see is when you see this 2 and this 10, you want to reduce because 2 goes into 10. But if you think of this as north versus south, that's why when north goes against south, there's elimination. These guys are all in the north. They're not going to reduce each other. They're on the same team. We have negative 10 times 2. We have 11 times 3, which is negative 20 over 33, which is not reducible. The last thing I'll say before ending this video is this step right here where I show the multiplication that I'm doing is often skipped. Because this is a pretty seamless process, often students will just go from negative 10 times 2 is negative 20 and 11 times 3 is 33. And in most cases, that's perfect. The nice thing about this is you're showing your work, so if you've done something wrong, you might be able to get partial credit. You also have to know what your teacher is expecting of you. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks!